Hey, everybody. I'm just reading the 12 steps that you get from AA when you recover from alcoholism. Skull! Apparently, Rob Saul is not really following the 12 steps of sobriety. You know, it's amazing. Now, I have not attacked him. But now the gloves are off, Rob. Why are the gloves off? Because I have not attacked you at all. I have supported you wholeheartedly in the past. I have defended you against the shitware time and time again. And don't tell me that I didn't congratulate you on your sobriety, because I did. I did. And I hope you stay sober. But now you're making it your mission to be an asshole to me after all I did. And the reason is there's more money to be made being my enemy than my friend, because you are a parasite. You used me. You used my friendship to monetize your channel. You fucking used me. And then when the shitware says to you, hey, dog, really happy about your sobriety. You should ditch John and come on our show. We have your back. John doesn't. You ditched me. Just like Keanu. Just like Quadfather. Just like every motherfucker I have helped. And you did it because it makes you money. What does that say about you? Now, I hadn't heard that you were bad-mouthed to me. I got a guy who just says, oh, no, you're just bad-mouthing Dan from Nice Podcast Tip. Well, that's not the case. Who's ever telling me that is full of shit. He's lying to me. Skull! Because I know, and you know, that you have been trashing me. Now, I don't watch you. Nobody does, Rob. And that's the point. And when I go away, which is going to be very soon, a lot sooner than you think, when I go away, there'll be no interest in you. And you know what always happens with people who become sober? Now, Rob called me. I could play you his message if you want. I won't, because I'm not a scumbag like Rob. But I could play you his message. Hey, calling from rehab, whatever it was. 954 area code, Rob. I still have it. You called me, your friend who offered to take you out to dinner at the Belmont on numerous fucking occasions. Your friend who gave you my criminal report against a certain loser to help you in your endeavor. I have the receipts, Rob. I did everything I could to be a Rob Soul supporter. And you can slice it or turn it any way you want. But at the end of the day, when you sift through the bullshit, it comes up Rob Soul is a fucking backstabbing asshole. You'll make money tonight. Trashing me like everybody does. This is the last time I'm ever gonna talk about you. When Shitware and Lady K when they were going, they would say the worst things about you, and I had your back. They called you a fucking dog diddler for years. And I had your back. I said, Rob does not diddle dogs. He rescues dogs. And that's an admirable thing. Sorry. I commended you, Rob, while they trashed you. And all it took was one DM from Shitware. And you sold your soul. Rob Soulless. You are Rob Soulless now, you fucking prick. Rob Soulless. You sold your fucking soul for a guy that weighed shit for a living. They said that you fucked your aunt. I defended you and said, no, he didn't. They called you a junkie. And I said, no, Rob's a good guy. He's not a junkie. They called you a deadbeat dad. And I said, no, he wasn't. No, he's not. He's a good father. Skull. They ridicule you for your wife cheating on you with your fucking cousin. And I said, that's not true. Or I said, leave him alone. What the fuck? I mean, how do you know? Skull. They also doxed your fucking bankruptcy for your unpaid HOA fees. Skull. And I said, fuck you. And I commended you for owning a home. Rob, the proof's in the pudding. You can slice this any fucking way you want. You could spin it any way you want. But at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. And Doom, Stalin, Pest, So Thorough, Joe Burrow, if you really wanted to prove what a scumbag Rob Saul is, all you got to do is play the shitware and Lady K saying all the shit that I just said, that they said. And then play every fucking time that I defended him. But all because the snake. All because the snake reaches out to Rob through a DM, and Rob throws my loyalty and my friendship under the bus. All for the snake. And don't even fucking think about me somehow not applauding your sobriety. Because if Doom wanted to, if Pest wanted to, if Stalin wanted to, if So Thorough Joe Burrow wanted to, they would pull up where I said I congratulate Rob on his sobriety. Which I have. And I still do. And now you're out there calling me a drunk. And this is the funniest thing to me. It's really almost an enigma. I'm sure the sorcerer will give me a better explanation of it. But what happens? As soon as someone becomes sober, they think their shit don't stink. I've seen this happen with other friends of mine who have become sober. Then suddenly they feel superior. I'm telling you. And it's not what they should be doing. I'll show you the 12 steps. These are the 12 steps of sobriety from Alcoholics Anonymous. You admit you are powerless over alcohol, that your lives have become unmanageable. Came to believe that a power greater than yourself can restore you to sanity. Made the decision to turn your will and your life over to the care of God as we understood him. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of yourself. Admitted to God, to yourself, and to another human being the exact nature of your wrongs. We're entirely ready to have God remove all those defects of your character. Humbly ask God to remove your shortcomings. Made a list of all persons you had harmed and became willing to make amends to all. Rob, does that Look at number 8, Rob. Look at number 8. I want you to read that with me. Made a list of all persons you had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. Well, what are you doing now, Rob? You're harming me, a person that supported you. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. So let me ask you, Rob, you calling me an alcoholic and everything else? Wouldn't that be an attempt to injure me? Rob, I'll wait. Continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrongly prompted, admit it. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve your conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in our affairs. Rob, is calling me an alcoholic a spiritual awakening to carry that message? Seriously, Rob, you've already failed the 12 steps. Maybe you're not drinking, but you already failed them. And you'll continue to fail because those 12 steps you are not going to abide by. You might not drink again, but you will not abide by those 12 steps, and you have not. Because now you go on the air thinking that you're somehow better than me. Skull! And you, Rob Solis, sold your soul to the shitware. A guy that fucking accused you of heinous things while I defended you. You sold your soul to him because he's a snake and you're too fucking stupid to realize it. It is amazing to me. Now, I know all you Dabbleverse people. You all love the WWE nature of this nonsense. But there is one difference. There is one anomaly. There is one diamond in the rough when it comes to this Dabbleverse. I am who I am. I am not doing any work. I'm not playing any WWE bullshit. When I befriend you, I'm your friend. I'll help you. I'll do whatever I can to help you. And when you look at the objective data, sorcerer, that's a psychology term. When you look at the objective data of all the people that have stabbed me in the fucking back, just like you, Rob, the fucking narrative is always the same. John does nice for this person. They turn on him and stab him. John does nice to this person. They turn on him and they stab him. John does nice to this person and they turn on him and they stab him. And that is what this Dabbleverse is. Getting John's good graces. Let John help you get to where you feel comfortable at being, and then throw him under the bus for your own profit. And to be accepted to what you think is the cool crowd. But it ain't the cool crowd. It's the bullying crowd. It's the losers. It's the incels. And Rob, let me tell you one more thing. Shitware smokes weed on a regular basis. We've seen him on his show. Is that not the equivalent of being a drunk? So is a pothead somehow better than what you call me being a drunk? I'll wait. Being a stonehead is somehow more admirable? Last I checked, you can get pulled over for either and get a DUI. Oh, but he's better. Pocky's out there drinking in Las Vegas. Lady K's drinking in Las Vegas. Lady K was drinking at Rodney's. Vince was fucking 2 shades to the wind. But they're all bad, right, Rob? Because they're drinking. Right? I'll wait. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid. Dan, how are you?
Wish I could say I was better, John. I'm feeling a lot of the same pain you're feeling. I'm having some issues with my co-host. I don't know if you've been following this. She was on Rob's show last night, and then she did a show today. She had Rob and Grillo on her show, along with some other guy who badmouths you all the time. I think she's turned. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's crazy. And
Dan, what do you mean? What's going on? It's easier to be my enemy, and you're just collateral damage.
She was nothing before me. Nobody knew who she was. She was somebody in my audience. She asked to come on one time. She was drunk, and she kind of introduced me to some of this stuff. And now she's turned her back on me as well. I don't know that I'll ever even do another show with her again at this rate. I mean, she's not even responding to my messages. It seems like now she's Team Rob Saul, Team Shuley.
Hey, Rob, look, I'm having a beer. I must be a degenerate. Skull.
I know Rob's in AA. He's doing the steps. What's the 12 step where you turn your back on all the people that supported you and were all your friends?
You're not supposed to. And I just read them. You're not supposed to. So he's already failed on 2 of those things. 2 of the 12 steps, he has failed. You have seen me on my show. I haven't trashed him until today. No. Today was the first time because I did not know, and I talked to Ava, and I'm like, I'm just going to say it. Dick was like, oh, no, he's not trashing you. But then I talked to Ava today, and she's like, what are you talking about? He's trashing you every fucking show. And I'm like, well, Dicka, what's the deal, man? I mean, you're fucking telling me that he's not trashing me, and he is. Nonstop, Dan.
I thought when you get out of rehab and you get into the program and the 12 steps, anger is supposed to be something that you're supposed to get.
I just read them. He's not supposed to be and like when by him calling me a drunk, that's against the 12 steps. You don't want to say anything that could injure another person.
Correct.
I just read him.
He's breaking like every other step. Every other step.
Breaking almost every fucking one. And he don't care because everybody loves Rob now. When everybody hated Rob. You remember when Shitway was calling him an anti-Semite for wearing that? Now Rob's, when he was wearing that nose. And
the nose.
Yeah. Now he's like, well, I was just a drunken fool then. Listen, stop the bullshit, okay? If you're going to fucking use your inebriation as an excuse for every bad thing you've done, fuck off. Fuck off, because you know what you were doing. You bought that fucking nose and glasses. Don't tell me you were drunk when you bought it. I mean, don't try and make believe you didn't know what you were fucking doing. And when you were on my show doing it, you weren't drunk, Rob. Don't bullshit us, okay? Don't be a fucking bullshit artist, because that's all you're doing. And the only one you're really lying to is your fucking self.
The 12 steps are not meant to be easy. And I'm not a big AA guy, but I know that you have to go. You have to make amends. You have to let go of the past.
Everybody that he dissed. And, but all he's doing is dissing me. Rob, this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about you. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. This is it. This is the show that you can play and Shitway can have you on. You can all talk about it. But this is it. After this, you are dead to me. You are literally dead to me. I'll never mention you again. And if somebody super chats me, I'll ignore it about you because I don't give a fuck about you. I really think you're a low life. You're Rob Soulless. That's who you are. You got no fucking soul. And don't come running back to me like Keanu did, like Quadfather did. Don't come running back to me because I'll just tell you to go fuck off. I gave you 2 chances. Well, I gave Rob 1, but this is enough. That's it. You know what I mean? Fuck off. Like, oh, Dan, because I was talking to Alva today. I don't know where she is. She was coming on. I told her 6, but Yep. I said to her, I go, oh, can you do me a favor? Take it easy on Dan. I mean, I don't know why I go, Dan was kind of wondering, like, why are you always, like, beating him up? And because, I heard that, and now I know I got to stop doing that. She goes, I don't, I like Dan. She keeps bringing up that one thing, and I said, because people are saying that thing has been dispelled. People were texting me.
I had a DUI once in my 20s. That's the only time I've ever been arrested. They're making it sound like I've committed felonies, that I've been stalking people.
What is this thing? What is this thing that they keep on bringing? I don't even know what it is, Dan.
Something like, from Reddit, from back in the day. There was a guy that we would make fun of that was, a stupid guy on the internet. And I made a couple of comments about him or whatever.
Like, and I repeated what you said. Dan's never been arrested, ever.
They just will throw out, well, this guy had the police show up at his house. Dan did it. I've never called the police on anyone, like, in my life. I'm anti.
I somehow think, and you can call me an idiot here.
Cumia supposedly bombed his ass off on stage.
Yes.
He had one of the worst stand-up sets I've heard the people were saying that they've ever seen in their lives.
But I could have predicted that. And now the new chant is, don't do your act. Don't do your act. Don't do your act. Because he's horrible. I forecast that. I said he is not a stand-up. He will bomb. I knew he would bomb. To do stand-up, you need chunks and you need setups. You need punchlines. You need tags. And you got to segue and you got to keep that fucking train rolling.
It hasn't changed since vaudeville one
have
bit.
A joke here and joke there, you're dead in the water.
Yep. It's true. The rules of stand-up haven't changed in 100 years. It's the same that they were doing in the Catskills in the 30s. Like you gotta have material.
Let's see. Conroy Arnold, who will turn on you next, in your honest opinion? Well, I'm only, that's what I told Ava. I go, Ava, can you give Dan a break? It's only you and Dan now.
And then there were two.
Yeah, it was like, it's like Clay Dabbler, I mean, he hasn't turned on me, but he doesn't want, he don't want the shade anymore. But Ava would love this, but I don't know where she is. But he claims when Ava and Keanu were on, his lament, his problem with me was two things. One was I didn't defend him when Ava and Keanu were beating him up. Now, that's untrue. I did. Because when they said that he was a dog diddler, I said, no, he's not. Stop. No, he's not. I did defend him. He's a fucking liar. He's a fucking liar. And then the other one, and then he says, he said, I never defend him. I was singing Give Peace a Chance, Dan. I go, can't we all get along? The whole time. I wasn't taking sides. And then he was mad that I asked him if it was okay that I bring him on. Now, Dan, I've asked, if somebody comes into the room, I would say to you, Dan, for anybody, I don't care who's on my show, Dan, is it okay if I bring this person in? That's what you're clinging to, Rob, you fucking idiot? That, instead of all the shit they've said about you, you're clinging to those two things to support your justification for turning your back and stabbing it in my fucking spine, you fucking loser. First of all, isn't it funny? Rob Saul doesn't even drive.
He's scared to drive, I heard him say the other day. He's got to take the bus or the jitney or whatever.
Now, come on. Rob.
What kind of man that's 40 years old is afraid to drive?
I mean, you got to be a real
area.
derelict to not fucking be able to drive. I got to arrange dirty deeds to pick you up, to take you out to dinner because you can't fucking get a driver license. What the fuck? Dan, I mean, this is the losers we're dealing with here. Who can't, how can you not get a driver's license? Charlie McDennis, why are you so scared of admitting you're an alkie? First of all, I don't think of, all right, Dan, here's the thing. First of all, I've been driving since I was 16 years old.
Same.
Now, I'm not going to, I have never in my life been 86 from a bar. You know what that means, right?
Yes. Yep.
Never. I have never gotten a DUI. Not to say there's anything bad with people who, have made a mistake here and, I have never, Dan. So the fact that they call me an alcoholic, which, Rob, this is why I could almost sue you for defamation. Because here's the thing, Dan. I have never been fired from a job because I was drinking. I worked for Howard Stern for 16 years. We never drank. We never drank on the show unless it was a drinking show, at night.
Yeah.
I worked for the Tonight Show. 10 years, never drank. Stephanie Miller, never drank. So, I have never, ever in my life been fired from a job because I was drinking or I was somehow inebriated. I would never get behind the wheel of a car if I thought that I was, if I had, and I'm not, Dan, this is not a dig at you. I'm just saying I would never do that. But I would not, but I wouldn't judge you. But I'm just saying, all these assholes like Rob Solis, who's sitting there calling me a drunk. Now, I don't know if that's part of the 12-step program, but you're calling someone a drunk Well, you have no proof of it. You have literally no proof of it. And by the way, if you watch when he was a guest on my show, he was the inebriated one.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he would drink the real strong. This is pica material. Now, yeah, I've done some drunken streams. Most of the time, it's because I got stoned. That's where it fucks me up, Dan. Like if I get stoned with weed, then that's it. That'll fuck me up. That's why I don't get stoned anymore on a stream. I'm already laughing uncontrollably about Rob's inevitable return to being a sloppy mess and nodding out on the streams. It will be glorious. Skull! What a fucking hypocrite. When all this time I was supporting him, and now he gets sober and starts calling me a drunk? Did I ever call him a drunk? Rob, no. Did I ever call you a drunk? You sloppy mess? No, I didn't. It's fucking amazing. Damn, why do you seem red today?
I don't know, man. The light sometimes gets me red. I don't know. The lighting.
Revenge opinions. Dan, can you tell us how you swatted people? Yeah, I think that was the allegation.
Yeah, that was my big bone of contention with Ava. She basically took something that Lucy or somebody said and ran with it. The allegation, just for your edification, is that I swatted somebody 47 times. They're saying that I called the police to have them show up at somebody's house 47 times. Guys,
you laugh, Dan, at how ridiculous some of the allegations are? Like I laugh, like from my NYU degree. Now I know the potato was saying this is fake, but he doesn't mean it. Chris Duke, you look incredible. Haters hate healthy. Go. Well, look, I am healthy. I mean, I don't I don't really eat anything bad. Like I'm not like I'm not anybody that is gonna like just eat fried food every second.
If I didn't know you and I didn't know your age, there was no way I'd guess you're 60. Like just seeing you right now, I'd say you look like late 40s, early 50s, probably. That would be my guess. Like you don't look like an old man.
No, because I'm in the fucking gym all the time. In fact, I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna go back tomorrow, even with the fucking thing, because I hate not like I hate seeing my arms start to get a little smaller. And I really should start getting on a treadmill again. The only problem with the treadmill, here's the problem, Dan. I'm gonna sweat then.
Yeah.
And right now, like the stitches are itching like crazy.
Worst.
Oh my God. Like I was
you almost want to put a pen in there and like itch and scratch.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck up the fucking, I don't want to fuck up the stitches. And then it's so funny. I was with my friend today, and he's the guy that picked me up from the hospital. And I go, when am I supposed to? Because I know I'm supposed to be back to the doctor. And he goes, John, they told you got to be back within 10 days. And I'm like, yeah, I thought I heard that. But I didn't remember. But yeah, that's what it turns out, Dan. I got to go back. That's why I knew there was a reason why I had to cancel like the gigs and shit. But I just, yeah, Ava didn't come on. I don't know why.
Is she laying back in the room?
I don't know, but it's sad because I wanted. Oh, here she is. Hold on. Anyway, my good friend, just like you, Dan, Ava Rise is here. Hey, Ava, you've been taking a while. I've been trying to get you to come on earlier.
Oh,
Ava, congratulations on winning the costume contest in Vegas. I don't know if you saw that.
No. Wait, what?
You didn't see Rocco dressed up as you?
No.
Oh, okay. Really? Is that true? Hey, Dan, is this your Deb?
Yes. Yep, that's my former co-host.
Hey, drunkie. Yeah, the 12 steps for hell because you've drunkenly fall down all of them. It pains me to even give you a fucking cent. Deb, go fuck off. Okay? I've never fallen down any steps. You are a fucking backstabbing fucking witch. All right, cunty. All right, cunty. You just took out the worst of me, you fucking backstabbing bitch, and you backstabbed Dan, who's fucking so kind to you. What, for shitware or Rob Solis? You disgust me.
We'll leave it at that.
That's Rocco?
That's
Yeah.
Rocco as Ava with Husey. Good to see Ava. Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
Matthias, Anthony is a riot, a true talent. John, yeah, in 2017. I guess that's when I was still doing his show. He's not a true talent. He's not a riot. And I mean, maybe as a O&A guy. No, even like now it's all politics. And that's what happens to these guys. Like I would do a political show like every once in a while, but I know to just, you do once a week. I would do politics for an hour.
Yeah. And you have
Hockey's whole WABC show is politics. Oh, do you hear he's suing me now?
It's racial aggrievement, really. I mean,
do you hear he's suing me now? This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he said he's going to sue you, and then he said he's going to sue you again, and then, but I still don't think he's going to do that because he's saying he's going to sue you after your lawsuit, and then after Shuli sues you, and then it seems just like, a storyline. But the rumblings are that he's going around Hackermania where he bombed at stand-up and talking about how he's really going to sue. So
yeah, well, Pocky, go ahead, because I can't wait to fight that. And Ava, I can't wait. Me, you, and Vegas Bell Jerry will walk in a room with all his Vine posts, all of his fucking, his fucking things he said on his show. I mean, is this guy fucking with me?
I will say, I don't think having my ghoulie ass in the courtroom is going to help you.
It doesn't matter. I'll represent myself, Pocky. I will represent myself with all the evidence. Evans Gate, 99% of your co-hosts turn. Dan is no different. Snake. Now, I'll tell you who's a snake. Well, everybody. Keanu's a snake. Rob Solis is a snake. Grillo's a snake. Shitway's a snake. Keanu's a snake. You go down the line and think about all the people I helped and tried to help. And then when you think about that, then you go, okay, what's the objective data? John has oh, Dicka. Oh, you're tweeting me now. You didn't want to talk earlier. You texted me. I said, I'm about to do my show. I need some fucking prep. Oh, I'm too busy. I said, all right, you're too busy. Don't text me. I'll be, I think this shitway is sniping me.
Lead the fight and charge the brigades. There's a hero inside of all of us. I'll make them see everyone has AIDS. My father, AIDS. My sister, AIDS. My uncle and my cousin and her best friend, AIDS. The gays and the straights and the whites and the spades. Everyone has AIDS. My grandma and my dog go blue. AIDS. The Pope has got it and so do you. Come on, everybody, we got quilting to do. We're gonna break down these barricades. Everyone has AIDS.
Shitware and Solomon claim they're going to prove that you are anti-Semitic tonight.
You guys,
they can say it.
You guys hang out with Nazis, like actual Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, yeah, I'm anti.
Very good.
So I guess this is, I don't know. Hold on. I think Anthony, this is.
I'm wrestling with how I feel about this, but is it bad that I find this to be endearing and flattering?
I don't know. I haven't seen this. Have you?
I watched it when a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Recording right now. Are you gonna do it that way? Oh yeah. you want to wait, please? What? Is it better if I recorded? No, you're good now, right? All right. You ready?
Fake laugh, Pocky. Way too fake laugh. I want to point out the fake laugh. Watch. Fake laugh, Pocky.
Come here, guys. John, we got him. We got him, John. We got him,
You're prettier. Oh my God. Prettier. Well, we know you would know, right, Bucky? We know you would know.
Oh, that is surreal. That is amazing, though. That's a good. That's a good. If you would have told me like 2 years ago that maybe I have a Rise impersonator in a casino that Anthony Cumia would recognize and then immediately start like commenting.
Yeah, but I love Pocky's fake laugh. Ah! Get the fuck out of here, Pocky. You can't fool me.
I'm honored that Rocco shaved for that bit.
Oh yeah. The
Does he
only
have a
where
beard
Alpha
now?
puts his alpha across his Rob was my friend, and then 1 week goes by, and then I'm an asshole.
I'm worried he's drinking already again. Like, if you've watched, I've watched his show a bunch, man, and since he came back, and just the tone of it has just gone from like this enlightening thing to just he's just angry and attacking people, and I'm starting to wonder what's in that bubbly can.
Rodney's, that was the event. This is Jaws 3. You know, this is so it's so uneventful. You know, after Rodney's, people wanted that spark.
That was a show.
It's like chasing a heroin addiction. Like, you know, the first time you get high, you're like in love with it, but then you're chasing that high.
Yeah.
Hunchback of Mania, they're chasing the Rodney's aura. It's never gonna be as good as that.
I think
nothing will be as good as Rodney's ever.
Yeah,
because Dicka derailed the show by texting me. Yeah, Dicka texted me that Britney Spears is posting nude pictures. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look at, saying how hot she is. So he just derailed me listening to you so I could look at Britney Spears, which I could have done 20 minutes later when I'm done with the stream. Dicka, the fuck is wrong with you?
Ditka, we already saw her.
She looks super hot. This is Stuttering John saying, Kagia.